What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Pro Wrestling Society podcast. And today I'm just going to be reviewing Lucha Underground Season 4, Episode 1. And let me start off by saying that this episode was whack. It was straight whack. Oh my goodness. I was really disappointed, and my gut reaction was that this season was gonna suck, and I didn't believe it until I saw it with my own eyes. It was a disappointment, honestly, and I'm gonna explain why. Um, First of all, it looks like they're wrestling inside a cooler. Like just a giant cooler, a giant fridge, or something like that. It just looks really bad. It looks so amateurish. It doesn't look iconic as it did in the past. Seasons 1 to 3. It looks horrible. It kind of resembles the old temple, but not really. You can tell it's smaller. It's changed, and it's not. It seems like it's a temporary kind of thing. Um, it's really bad, and that's what I didn't like about it. And just the combination of the ring ropes is just it's ugly. It doesn't fit at all. It does not fit um, any ring whatsoever. I mean, I've watched a lot of wrestling rings, and they look way better. It doesn't matter if it's mainstream, doesn't matter if it's indie, it doesn't matter. It looks way better than the ring ropes in Lucha Underground. I just gotta be honest, and okay, that's the first thing. Okay, the second problem I have with it is Dario Cueto. We know he was killed, and we know that his father took his place and whatnot. But this is the main problem I have with it is, okay, I'm gonna just take a deep breath for a little bit. Why the F does Antonio Cueto look like Dario Cueto and sound like him too? Like, why? Please, someone explain this to me, because it seems like they're played by the exact same person. It seems like Dario Cueto is wearing a wig or something, and it just, oh my god, it's cringeworthy. I couldn't even concentrate because of how bad it looked and how cringeworthy it looked. It just sounded like he was just trying way too hard, or sounded like they were trying to keep the original character, um, you know, actor, whatever, and they were just trying to rehash him in the show, and it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. um, he just, the only difference was that he tried to make his voice sound old, like that kind of tone of voice, but you could tell it was the same person because they looked the same, almost the same, and it was just hard to watch. You should have um get someone else to play the role, or just don't play the role at all, because it just felt so amateurish. It felt like, I mean, no shade thrown, but I feel like even amateur indie films on a shoestring budget could do better than that. I'm just saying. um but yeah, I'm moving on. Too fast paced, not meaningful, and and this is my other problem with it. They just have people who don't have any business in Lucha Underground wrestling. Like, you know, they're not into the Lucha Libre style, but somehow they're in Lucha Underground. Like this guy came out with a pizza and whatnot. It's just like what the heck? It's like, what are you doing here? It's like, you don't even belong here. It felt like they were just throwaway wrestlers. They just threw him in there just to do it, just to kill time, or I don't know what the deal was, but it was goofy. Oh my goodness, it was so goofy, and they just did not advance the story whatsoever. It was horrible, and it's like, it just felt like they were just doing a half-baked gimmick. They put on a half-baked suit on, and they just called it a day, and they just went in there and they did their thing, and that's what pissed me off. Um, everything was fast-paced, but it was too fast. It was not meaningful. It wasn't intense at all. Nothing was intense. Um, they overpowered Pentagon Dark when he shouldn't have been that overpowered. No, barely any meaningful opponents. They just had, veterans like Chavo Guerrero, and they had Tommy Dreamer, and that was quite of a bit surprised, I will admit. But it's like, what is Tommy Dreamer doing there? It felt like they just had him just to have him on. Didn't feel like he served an actual purpose in it, and um, except for maybe more exposure or stuff like that, and he just didn't fit into the Lucha Underground theme. Didn't fit in there whatsoever. Um, and yeah, he just was there, and um, so and he was only there for like 5 minutes, not even, maybe less than that, and it was just bad. Um, the only good thing about it was I was glad Cobra Moon was back. Um, but I want to see her in the ring. I want to see her wrestle. I don't want to see her on the sidelines. I don't want to see her, you know, or order people around. Well, I kind of do, but still, you know, I want to see action, and I want to see, because it's like she was on fire when she first started, and now it seems like they're just having her on the side, not really wrestling at all. So I hope there's a big payoff in this. Um, so I'm glad Pentagon Dark is back, at least, and I'm glad he's the champion too. I'm glad Mil Muertes and King Cuerno are back, because I thought that Mil Muertes would not show up at all. But somehow he managed to do it. So I'm just glad to see him in the season again. I want to see Sexy Star. And the only thing that got me hyped up was when Antonio told Pentagon that he would be facing Matanza in episode 2. Hopefully it's a hardcore match, because I want to see, get to the good stuff. I want to get to the stuff that matters. I want to, see real stuff go down. And yeah. So I was disappointed. It was just a flop. And with that, I'm just going on to Sexy Star. and what I think about her nude pics. Okay, in an interview, she said that the reason why she did nudes was because she wanted to show women that they can be, they can appreciate their bodies the way they are. They don't have to put on all this makeup. They don't have to get implants. They don't have to do what society expects of them. And she shows her figure. She wanted to acknowledge that she wasn't perfect, but that she loved her body nonetheless. And I think it sent a positive message to women, because there's a lot of women out there who have self-esteem issues, body image issues, and with what Sexy Star is doing, it's really empowering women, because she's basically saying, hey, I'm not perfect. I look anorexic. I don't look like your ideal type of woman, but I accept myself nonetheless, and I accept that I am beautiful, regardless of what people say. And I think I vibe with that. I think that's part of her character. That's just who she is. And that's part of the reason why I'm such a big fan of hers. Um, so of course she's gonna get haters. Of course she's gonna get people who uh, who say that it's provocative and whatnot, and shame her for it, and blah 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 blah. Screw them. Who cares what they think? You know, I support her 100%. I salute her for that, and that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts on it. If you got anything you want to say, leave your comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later.